So that was a good job. I'm going to quickly reset the mission. I'd ask that the NATO team joins the AAF side and the AAF side go to the NATO team. Let's see if this was because of the map or because of superior skill. But one last thing I'd also like you guys to note, NATO's score was 27 kills, AAF's score was 60. So just pointing that out, but we will see how it goes. I'm going to clear the vehicles, gonna clear the scores, and we will reset in about 5 minutes.
Are we allowed to pick up the enemy weapons, by the way?
Well, we're not.
Yes.
Restarting, I think.
Okay.
We're not restarting the server. I'm just restarting.
The mission file.
Yeah, or
Okay,
not even the mission file. Just change teams, and we can get right away.
All right. Okay.
So the difference with this one is now you're gonna know where each other's bases are. The AAF did a very good job of prepping for that. But we will now see, now that you guys know where each other's bases are, what might happen.
So let's quickly reset everything. Put these drones down, guys. Question marks. So you start switching. Yep, again, NATO team, go to AAF, AAF, go to NATO team. AAF, come on. Move it, move it, move it. Also, small note, as a subtle thing, if you do break the drones, there will be some form of punishment. Dreams, I killed you because you broke the drone.
Garfield, that was fake, by the way.
Yep, be careful with the grenades.
The NATO base that I marked on map.
I know what happened. I shot it when I was spraying.
Right, this is just a question. Could you see ours when we put it down at the start? I didn't see it.
Remember, if you're going to put stuff in chat and you want the other team to see it, you got to put it in global.
Oh, okay.
Because you are separate teams.
Yep.
I guess 556 penetrates Meadow Shack.
I was hoping you would get a bit ballsy and actually go for a base.
I was the only one, I think, who knew where your
I was
base
doing transport, so that wasn't going to happen. I really thought I had an idea about not putting the stuff into the crates until we had everything.
Yeah, I was very confused where the stuff was.
Oh, there were some nice places in the area to put things.
Yep, I eventually found them. Quite a good show, quite a good show. So please tell me when both sides have completely done their team changes.
Yeah, I think we have.
So just going through the stream chat real quick as they set up. Just some general things I did see while glancing. Anything that isn't a Friday is more of a private op. I like to keep it within our game, Clan BG. Not this coming Friday, but the Friday after we will do some bringing in of people.
You have to promote one of us.
So, we'll have an intro op. It's going to be on a 40-person server. If we get a big jump of people, we will switch it to our 60-person server, etc. Other things, we do have something planned on Saturday. I'll be releasing on Christmas. And the first mod set of things we're going to do is with Ironfront. And there were some very interesting things asked about that one, so I hope we got. We'll see World War II Ironfront stuff in about 3 to 4 weeks.
I can't move myself. I can't move.
Okay, so quickly organize you guys. Dreams, you're an alpha.
Yep.
You'll have to drag me down because it's saying I've got no...
Right, yeah, that's weird. You're in Neo, so are you in NATO or AF this time?
NATO, I'm in Alpha.
User was moved out of your channel. User was moved out of your channel. User was moved out of your channel.
Alright, stay on your bases for a second. Let's make sure everyone's here. No one's AFK, etc. Everyone here is Billman here?
Yep.
Awesome. Alright, let me check NATO. NATO, you all here? Good?
Alright, everything has been reset. Mission is a go. Have fun with round 2, guys. So just real quick, if you have anything you want to ask me in stream chat, now would be the time for the next few minutes. Yeah, Ironfront, gonna be a blast. We're gonna do a small German thing first, then the Russian, then the USA, because Germans are the Blue 4, Russians are Op 4, and USA is apparently independent. Meanwhile, we have 2 vehicles being pushed up since it's 5 people v5, and the Strider and the Hunter here can only fit 4. They're gonna immediately push up. Nice little blitzkrieg on this compound. Meanwhile, AAF again doing their pincer movement. 2 people are going for this objective, 3 are going for the central town. Again, very smart. Now I'm going to make this one a bit tougher. Let's see if I can put it in. Don't break. Thank you. All right. I'm going to put them where they are the most garrisoned. We'll see what that does. Dream's already dying, but they have the numbers here to push up. They've already killed. They broke the drone. So we're going to put it in the corner here. Hide it a bit. Very big blitzkrieg here. Let me just quickly, as we get some eyes on over, Carry goes down. Good action, but Lon is wounded. They are allowed to blow up enemy vehicles. Yeah, I hope we see one of them cripple the base. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, guys, the YouTube growth has been like 500 a day, but now that we're getting into the weekdays, it has, you know, clearly lowered itself a bit. They've grabbed one of the drones, good. I'll probably do a 5,000 celebratory, but honestly, that'll probably be done by Christmas, and I have a lot of things to do in terms of Arma and the list, so... Good God, Lon's the only one left right here. How are these two guys doing? Making good use of cover, killing some guys. Very well done. Yeah, I mean, and then recruiting too. Good God, so many people ask about that. I might just say fuck it and have us run the 60-person server, and when I do the video about it, I'll give you guys the password for it and the TS. And there's been a lot of people messaging me with suggestions, and a lot of them have been good, but there's one in particular that I want to do ASAP, because I've been looking for an excuse to use the virtual reality map. And Jake, I don't know if you're here, but thank you so much for the laser tag suggestion, and I know exactly how we're going to do it. Good use of explosives here. They got to be careful, though. I'm going to move the question marks over to the buildings where they are in. Otherwise, I'd say it's still too early to tell. AAF is a little bit behind, but they're hitting both objectives at once. Meanwhile, they're turning in one of the drones on the NATO team and forming up. So, too early to call who's going to win. I'd say just in terms of recruitment and the community and stuff, just give it a little bit of time. We got to wait till after Christmas. And, you know, honestly, the main reason for that is all the guys that handle the recruitment process are on vacation. There is literally a backlog of things that need to be done in terms of personal promotions, because we have a ranking system, and a few other things that it's gotten to the point, since I still do my stuff, they took their vacation about 1 to 2 weeks ago. Carry goes down. We're going to have to do like double and even triple promotions because of, you know, all the playtime that's been done. Nemesis, he's going to grab this quad bike and drive back. Smart. But we're still waiting on this original objective. So AAF are going to get a fire team sent at them. But, you know, it's also, the point is, I don't want to invite a bunch of people, have them do their check-ins for the community, and then have to wait an excessive amount of time. That's not a good first impression. So, shaky. Where to follow me? I'd just say Twitter. That's where I honestly highlight everything, because otherwise it's that, and within the community we've got forums, and I use that to keep tabs with the player base for these types of missions. That's how we're able to do coordinated stuff on like Wednesdays, for example, which are really bad days to do ops because it's in the middle of the week. But good kill. That was either by Dreams or Jimbo Spike. Killing these two guys off on the balcony very quickly. Now this house is going to be a bit tough to get into because there is only one entrance. They're going to have to check around, make sure they're coordinating with grenades and everything. I didn't realize this thing only had one entrance. I meant for it to come in. Dreams. Pokes his head in and gets shot. That's a good implication for Jimbo. Let's see him take this guy out. Sprays his ass. Meanwhile, AAF are now pushing into this compound. I think it's just luck of the draw, because I know the AAF have a bigger distance here. but they have a longer distance to the first objective. But this type of pincer movement is what's really playing well for them, and now they've got this fire team. UAV took off. Ah, that's great. That's fucking great. One of the selected vehicles is non-editable crew. Alright, I thought this was common sense. Please don't fly the fucking UAVs. It's fucking great.
Liru, may you put one of our vehicles here now?
To the AAF team, I put one down. I'm just gonna lightning bolt that. Let's look at the score. They've got chem lights in there for some fucking reason. They're again hiding the materials. Lon fighting this patrolling squad. Nemesis looks like he's going to push up by himself, so I'm going to have to send a fire team out to balance that. Guys, just so much action going on, a lot of fast-paced stuff. It's hard to keep up with everything at once. He is so fucked right now, he just doesn't know it if one of these guys turns the corner. There's a CSAT guy going. Immediately gets mowed the fuck down. If this guy were to come around and get a few shots, he would kill on, but of course he ain't. A little bit of a pussy. I also see the bot is starting to mute people. I will fix that as best I can. Yeah, I need to ask Alf to lighten up the bot settings a bit. It's experimental. I don't know how to fuck to do that stuff, you know. Everything for this channel has been a huge fucking learning experience, to be perfectly honest. They've assembled a drone over here. I don't know where their other one is. Looks like they're also going to run up. They're keeping both quad bikes here. Interesting play on strategy. Because they are going to have Lon back, but that thing only has four seats. So someone's going to have to walk. I'm hoping they're not picking Carry up and just having him run. Didn't mean to do that. But Nemesis is now pushing up a bit. They have this other drone. Looks like Neos has got it. Meanwhile, these guys are... I don't think either team's going to assault the opponent's base, but they're taking extra precautions, stashing vehicles and drones around, definitely trying to keep the advantage in case they are harassed. Interesting concept. Hembrino's pushing up. Unfortunately, he goes down. He's just by himself, no use of smokes. I mean, unfortunately, that happens. Getting a nice overview here. Neos, he's at the second objective towards the middle, but he's the closest, and he's pushing back for the Hunter. I mean, right now we've got a bit of downtime, so I'll try to answer the chat here. Alright, see you, Samuel. Take care. Yeah, fuck's sake. This fucking bot. I might have actually done that on accident, because, I'm stupid. But, yeah, I mean, it's just LCPL _ Liru. Shouldn't be too hard to find on Twitter, hopefully. I mean, that Trump wall video, for example, has over 100,000 views. I never meant for that to happen. Heck, in my personal opinion, if that was probably the least likely video I thought to go viral. Or at least I was hoping wouldn't, because that one was such a clusterfuck. Oh well. It was funny, at least. AAF now having a little bit of the advantage. We do have to remember, AAF won the last fight. So I'm just trying to get a good balance on these types of ops. It might just be one-sided based on positioning, because looking at the spawn to map, I mean, their second objective's closer to the third. I think for the next one, I might balance it by putting the third question mark just in this complex, you know. Both out in the open, both close to cover. So I think for round 3, when we scramble the teams, we'll make that change as well. Otherwise, we're still going strong. NATO have essentially regrouped right here, pulling back with one of their darter drones. They are a bit out of place. Just gonna airdrop in a casual sentry team. Send them over to the AAF. Here's another thing that the player base should be picking up on. If I'm sending units their way, they should know that they have the advantage, and that should push them to push harder. Even though it would completely screw the balance up. But if I were a player, and if I knew my Zeus, that is exactly what I would be doing. For example, I've been doing so many Luton's op. I've memorized his Zeus strategies to a point where if like item A happens, or if he sends a specific loadout of units at us, I try to get into his head and maneuver accordingly. Like if he's trying to delay us, he'll put down a lot more units than normal. And that's just our intention, to start, you know, going nuts with 40 Mike and keep pushing. But there are a lot of fucking units around here, so there's definitely going to be some stall points. And luckily, they're both right in between the AAF and this drone. So, NATO has a bit of deployment time. But I am going to put this squad out in the open for them to fight. I'm not going to put any red smoke down for the enemy. Here we go. Finally. They might be able to see him at this angle. But I think they're going to come up here, stop. This is a really good building to also put cover in, because you know, you've got good use of cover right here, and it overlooks this position beautifully. And if they set up shop real quick, they're going to be able to catch Hembrino right here out of position. Having some nice exchanges of fire. Bulala Man is down. He's on the AAF team. As a medic, probably got shot by AI. They quickly clear that squad. Hembrino has the same idea as the AAF, but he noticed him. He's going to crawl into cover too. I hope he's telling his team, hey guys, we got 2 players over here trying to be cheeky. But one of them's up. I don't think he noticed Hembrino. They're coordinating. They're trying to find the players. They got no idea they're still back there, though. Hembrino, he might just run completely around and outflank these guys. Yep, 40 Mike might come in on this position. These guys have been seen taking heavy fire from the NATO team. Cheeky. Now there's 40 Mike being raining down on this position. Now the real trick is if Hembrino manages to kill both of these guys, if they take one of the quad bikes, that's going to give NATO a heavy edge in this fight. However, Lon is using this third person. And since they are being fired on, Hembrino should expect that they will see him coming. So he needs to pop smoke down or something to at least have some sort of element of surprise. But he's now being in the open. Lon is going to flank over, and this is gonna be an easy kill. Hembrino should have stayed within this wall and utilized his third person. But definitely, if they're being peppered, at least they know they're in this position. Now, is NATO going to try to go for this objective some more, or are they going to try to kill the players? Very big risk versus reward here, because the AAF right now are going for some unit kills. They're also leaving this transport behind, leaving NATO a possibility to take it. That grenade hit him. Billman is down again by the Sentry team. Carey's gonna flank over, hopefully kill those guys. Dream's killed by Nemesis. Neos covers him, 1-1. There's now 2 NATO players. Now will Jimbo finish this little domino effect and kill Lon? That is the question. Because if Jimbo dies, NATO loses their spear front. Looks like Garfield is running up though. Dreams, hopefully they'll get this ATV and start ferrying people. Otherwise, Lon is pushing up here. I think Jimbo's waiting for the right moment. There are some gunshots. I'm not sure what he's trying to suppress, but he did just give his position away. So Lon, he's a very skilled player. I admire his sense of commanding. I'm hoping to see more from him, but this is tough because Jimbo is also a very good marksman who has picked the auto rifleman role, so this will be an interesting bout. Just looking over, AAF are still slowly pushing up to this compound, but Lon's gonna poke his head out, tempt fate. Both of them firing at each other. It's hard to say who's pinning who down. It looks like Jimbo's the one being pinned down, even though he has the auto rifle. Come on. Jim, you're the fucking auto rifleman. Yeah, he's gonna pull back. It's 177k. Good God. I need to make more walls. I was jokingly saying I'd do it, but now I'm seriously considering it. But there is so much shit to do on this list. At this point, I've run the numbers. It's literally a year's worth of content. And that's not including Iron Front, the Halo conversion, a Half-Life 2 conversion, World War I conversion. Even the old Star Wars conversion that discontinued, I think it's still stable enough to do some Stormtrooper Rebel stuff, but oh my God. So much shit to do, so little time. Grizzly getting fired at by this guy, not checking his flanks when he tries to advance in the open. And they trade. Ah, man, you should have popped smoke and ran. Meanwhile, Hembrino has pushed up. They're going to try to get a 2-for-1 on Lon because this quad bike is still right here. AAF, though, slowly pushing up on these positions, but I don't see any kills. Wasting time. Lon is now engaging Hembrino. What a distance. Door to door, you can see the damage. But he's fighting 2 auto riflemen as a regular rifleman. Jimbo's suppressing. And this bipod up in this balcony. In all honesty, what Lon really needs to focus on is not the kills, but just keeping them busy. If he's able to keep 2 of the NATO players busy, they're probably going to bring up reinforcements. But you see, Jimbo is definitely keeping them suppressed. But the trick here is if one guy can keep an entire team busy, that leaves 4 teammates to take the objective. Which they are being a bit slow to do. They have 2 chem lights. Jimbo Spike killed by Lon. God damn. He ran out in the open. Ah. Now they're throwing smokes at him. Good God. But Lon keeping the entire fucking team busy. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. I haven't even tried Project Argo yet. I don't even know what that is. There's so much stuff you can do with Arma. And I don't think any Zeus has even really scratched the surface yet. He's now being peppered by 40 Mike. It's only a matter of time. It's either Neos or Dreams doing this. It might be both of them, but one could get lucky and kill Lon, and it pops right up. Let him advance.
400 meters northeast.
He's trying to get a shot. I just saw blood. Dreams did get hit. He's trying to form up a firing angle, but he really just needs to rely on 40 Mike. Such smoke. Watch. That was... Again, being peppered. Trying to fire some smoke at him. Curious where the rest of his team is. Best defense is a good offense. We're gonna have a new firing. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. We're going to probably see a bit of spawn killing too, but... Oh man, they're going to try to look for it. They flipped one of the quad bikes. So this is very dangerous, because yes, they're going to be able to get the spawn kills, but this also means... Dream's getting killed by Lon. This guy... Exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. But they just needed to pepper this place with 40 Mike. So now Dreams... Dreams is so fucked. Now he's probably yelling, oh shit guys, they're at our spawn, and now he's gonna feel the pain.
Man, one click northwest.
He just failed at throwing a grenade.
One click northwest. Enemy fire!
I'm surprised he hasn't killed himself yet, but he's being door breached. He's shutting the doors. Ah! Oh shit! Dreams nailed Nemesis and then gets nailed by Bulala Man. They're checking their vase. They've only got a few seconds, but clearly they're not going to storm, and they're going to hide him, so they're running off now. Dreams has respawned, and he gets mowed down. They trade. Meanwhile, Lon, it looks like he got killed by Neos. Good God, the action is everywhere right now, and now the NATO forces are pushing up on the compound. Very cheeky thing to do by the AAF, but it's not going to pay off. Because both teams are smarter than that. He's going to line up a shot on him. Come on, Garfield. Or, I'm sorry, Grizzly. Grizzly, you got an easy kill on him. He can hear you, too. Wow. That just shows you the superiority of the frickin' 6.5 weapon. That's why, I remember why I did this and made the AAF side closer. It's because NATO has 6.5 weaponry to the AAF's 5.56. That's why I gave him more cover. Okay. I remember. But now, we have a fucking Strider. So I'm wondering if Dreams is going to push up, try to get it. Because he needs... There's clearly somehow these guys got here. Let's see if he finds it. He might walk right past it. He's checking over to the right. Having Garfield come back now as backup. Coordinating vehicles. Neos, I'm hoping he gets the quad bike and steals it. Because that is a very good asset to have, this transportation. He's checking around, or at least shoot out the wheels. That's what I would do, because now the AAF, it doesn't look like they have any transportation. Where's their other quad bike? Yep, it's up here. So they are out of place. Neos, he's going to situate himself now in between the AAF and this objective. Otherwise, it's just going to be a slow grind. I'm not going to lie. I'm reading what Romulus has said. Romulus, you are the 5th person that has told me that something within their computer died. I don't know why, but I've had 2 people with RAM issues, 2 people with GPUs, and then 1 person with their SSD just completely dying this week. So clearly Christmas is kicking some people in the ass. Looks like the AI managed to kill Hambrino. They're also probably, yep, they're firing at Neos. I see those tracers as he tries to set up here and get some shots off, but he can also engage AAF as they're now pushing up. But this has been a much better round in terms of player v player combat. But this is also just a good example of you can redo the same mission so many different ways, but there will always be a different output or turnout or whatever the hell you want to say. Neos exchanging fire with these teams. Looks like he's opting to use 40 Mike to try to hit him. But I love how all of the fighting has been just around this objective instead of directly on it. Looks like Dreams did find their Strider. To be honest, if I were him, I would try to run him over. And I'm such a fucking hypocrite for saying that, but let's be real. And I won't punish, because the fact that that maneuver failed should be a bit of a punishment. But I'm hoping they can come up, try to grab some of their vehicles back, but they should know, or at least expect, that NATO has surprises for them. Heck, if I were Neos, I would have set up in that shack or in a bush and just overwatched that ATV. Waited for my prey. Because right now the AI are giving his position away, and they're going to most likely come up, swat their ass. And that 40 Mike sound, definitely close enough to hear it. So I bet you Lon, he's looking right at it. He's got 40 Mike too. Near perfect on the first shot. Good God. I'm telling you, man, that guy is a fucking pro. Few AI kills. Another well-placed 40 Mike. Neos needs to be careful. He's heavily wounded. One more and he's down. I just heard it. Little over. I also think I just heard an RPG shot. What the hell? No. We're not having that. I said run the players over, not the fucking AI. Honestly, if they're driving it slowly right next to fucking guys with RPGs, that was purely justified. Because honestly, that guy that they were trying to run over right here should have blown him up. Neos gets Nemesis, and now he's doing exactly what Lon did. He's holding off the entire AAF team as they're making one last desperate push, but one of them needs to grab a vehicle to push back. The Strider's been blown to hell. They just need to pop grenades up here and he's dead. I think that's what Lon's going to try to do. But yet they're suppressing the first floor. He's even putting smoke. Even then, I'd get right here and I'd put grenade missed. I put 40 Mike right there. And that effect would kill him. I mean, where are the grenades, too? Come on, guys. You missed. It should not take 3 people to get 1 guy. And we have Dreams lining up shots here. Neos is popping grenades around. Or at least smokes. Yep, Dreams is trying to rain 40 Mike down on him. Looks like Billman was able to line up a shot and get him. No, Neos got killed by the AI! Ah, the neutral faction. Never change. Never change. Good God. Just gotta do something real quick. My other monitor is about to die. There we go. Good God, Christmas presents this week. New computer parts and fucking PvP. We have a Santa op on Saturday. And there's gonna be reindeer sleighs in that op. Because why the fuck not? These AI, though, they are being quite the nuisance. I'm surprised Carrie isn't going for that vehicle. It's gonna severely handicap the AAF if they do not recapture one of their vehicles and use it for transport. Honestly, though, it looks like NATO's the same way. I wish they'd bring back a vehicle and try to flip that one, but they got their hunter out. Looks like Garfield, though, he is doing ferrying, so they do have an advantage in that regard. Dreams is now just camping this. He should blow it. He's trying to. He missed the grenade, though. Good shot by Dreams. His legs are crippled, though. He either needs to blow that vehicle or try to run. Goes prone right behind it, using his cover. Shooting the wheels out. Good man. Good man. Sacrificing himself so that the AAF lose this asset rather than taking it. Very good. He gets shot, but damage is already done. Evil, evil strategy, and I endorse it 110%. Now, the only issue is that the AAF are closer to the objective and thus have a slight advantage here in terms of unit placement, but the NATO forces can quickly recover because Garfield is ferrying people to the front line. And if they were to recapture their hunter, which is what it looks like they're trying to do, they could end up sweeping this right out from the AAF. One last thing I want to add, because I see a lot of people talking about Zeus stuff. Hope at least someone remembered this, but the Zeus guides I've been putting up, I will finish them. I've got yelled at by a few people, so I just wanted to say I've already recorded 3 more of them. I just got to edit them out and then publish them. I got a little behind on that and then stressed over it and just decided to do it, so... Liru's a very bad procrastinator, and Lon didn't... That is such a cheeky use of camo by the CSAT right there. Blended right in, and it cost Lon his life. Very tactical guy, he just didn't see him. I don't think anyone marked this quad bike, so now AAF are going to suffer. Quite a shame. Oh, that's a dead CSAT guy. I wonder where Garfield is. I think he is now moving back with the quad. I'm surprised they didn't pick up their own hunter. That would be a much better transport vehicle. But nope, he's just going to bring people up the quad. Excuse me. Good God. I need to just start streaming with a bottle of water. Hembrino trying to shoot at Billman out in the open. Billman is now strafing, getting behind a wall for cover. He needs to get down. I'm also surprised Hembrino didn't go prone and just start lighting that area up. Bill only has a rifle. And an iron sight. Oh, God. Trying to get a shot. Carrie's seen that guy that took Lon out. Still staying within the comfort of this compound. But we have a very interesting push right here between PvP and PvE. Very nice. Vietnam campaign, technically yes. However, the first mission needs to be redone because the player base got their ass handed to them over rookie mistakes. So that actually got pushed back because we do that on Sundays, and Christmas and New Year's Day or Eve or whatever, they both fall on Sundays. So there's still time to join that if you're curious and interested. I meant for that to be just a simple 4 to 8 person campaign. It's actually a tribute to a family member of mine who passed away, who served in Vietnam and was a complete badass. But I will adjust it for more players if a lot of new guys show interest to it. Bill trying to get a shot on Neos. The real limiting factor is they're being forced to use iron sights or red dots. Because I can assure you, if this was done with RCO scopes, you'd see much longer engagements, a lot less risks taken like this. But I'm just wishing I saw a bit more smoke, but I can understand that you don't want to give your position away, because smokes can easily do that. They're a last resort. I mean, look at Nemesis. He is now setting up a sniper position here. Is that what I think it is? He has a fucking... From one of the Vipers. That is evil. But effective. And he has a scope on her. Very nice utilization of the weapon. I think that's an MRCO as well. But he has turned himself into a marksman role. But yeah, we'll just get through it as time goes by. There's plenty of shit to do. There's plenty of stuff I gotta still coordinate. And we'll see how it all goes. Because every major YouTuber has some sort of community behind them for Arma. So, you know, I never meant for this thing to be a big thing. But, again, just see how the damn thing goes. Jimbo being the opposite of Carrie. But Carrie is now met with Grizzly as they're going to push up. That one AI is still giving them trouble. They should just pop smoke and move forward. Hembrino is about to join Jimbo, and we're going to have 2-on-2 with this compound in the middle. What is Garfield doing? I think he's just stashing stuff, and I guess waiting for reinserts. Dreams on the road. Again, I don't know what he's doing. But that's going to cost him a bit, because it's 5-on-3 in this AO. And I'd say AAF have the advantage because of Nemesis's little toy. And from the looks of it, he might have eyes on Neos. But he has the superior weapon. And it's suppressed. So hell, if it was 3v1 right now, I'd say the edge would still go to fucking Nemesis based on gear. But he has eyes on Neos. And Neos only has an RCO scope. Takes those suppressed shots. Right there.
Rifleman, half a
Gets
foot.
shot with the 15. The Beowulf mag completely blows him over. Cheeky, cheeky bastard. He stashed that gun from the last round. Very smart. But the AAF are pushing into this compound. I'm trying to see these guys push in. Come on. NATO needs to push up as well. They are taking heavy fire, though. 40 Mike is pushed in here. It's going to get a few kills. I hope. There we go, yep. See, now the real trick is also, how are the AAF going to get the drone back? They're going to have to Hail Mary and run. And I'm hoping, especially with some of these weapons, that someone on NATO might pick it up and shoot them. Grizzly going down to AI. Meanwhile, there's still a large amount of firefight between the two player factions. Jimbo lining up a shot. Hembrino combat rolling to his position. There needs to be some smoke popped or something. Also, just note, I am very critical on the Zeus interface, but my criticisms are usually a bit over the top because when you're in the zone doing something like this, it's very easy for me to say, oh, they could have done this, this, or this, but I'm never too hard during debriefs, and I never hold anything against the players because I can tell you right now, they know that the NATO is close. NATO knows that the AF is close. And see, they're trying to mark their position with the smokes, but it's not working for them. And when you're in the zone with your adrenaline pump and your heart racing, mistakes easily happen. And that's why I like these little PvP ops, because they are so unpredictable and they are so funny to watch. Carrie's going to get mowed down by NATO.
UAV 300 meters north.
It didn't break it. If it broke it, I was going to remote control and start killing AAF. Yeah, who knows? I mean, YouTube's algorithms for things like these are weird, but, you know, whatever. They're using their broken Strider as cover, trying to push up on the players here. NATO making a damn fine, good job of suppression, but... oh my god. Jimbo being suppressed, 2 players on him. Where's a frag? Frag would be perfect. That's a smoke. It needs to be a frag. Instant headshot on Bill, man. But now Carrie's going to have the third person advantage here. But he's being suppressed by Hembrino. Nemesis needs to get a new line of fire on here. Actually, no. That's perfect because there's no vehicles in the middle. How are they going to get this damn drone out? That's going to be the true kicker. Again, I'd say NATO do have the advantage here, but Nemesis has this... oh, shit. I stand corrected. Nemesis needs to get on that 50 and fuck this car up. Because otherwise, NATO has the advantage now. AAF need to push up as well. Actually, if Carrie could back up and kill Dreams, or at least shoot out the wheel, because he has an auto rifle, or maybe steal the car. Another quick thing to note, I know Dyslexy, I think it was Dyslexy, published a video about these guys and bullet penetration. You don't have to shoot through the window, you can actually shoot through, like Metal Shack especially. But nope, right here. Carry goes down. Again, this is just an example of vehicle use. NATO have the vehicles. AAF do not. Even though NATO had one fucking flipped quad bike, both vehicles are now being used in this convoy sense. So even though there was a bit of superior equipment, vehicles played a huge part in this round, as well as the last. So I am starting to notice this trend. And that is where the victory lies. All right, that is a NATO victory. I am about to drag people down and do a bit of a debrief. Nice shot, Grizzly. Holy shit. Okay, that was a great way to end it. I'm gonna drag people up real quick.
I know where they are.
User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel. Insufficient permission. User was moved to your channel. User was moved to your channel.
I think I'll finish it off while I wait.
User was moved to your
While I
channel.
use the
User was
debrief.
moved to your channel.
That way it seems official.
Grizzly, that was fucking amazing.
I was leaving the building.
Real quick, based on some maneuvers, Nemesis, I liked what you did there. I'm not gonna say it, but I like what you're doing. Really like that. But again,
Eyes on the vehicle before that. I could probably take out a tire or something.
yeah, that's what I was hoping you do. But again, the team that had the superior use of vehicles and that were ferrying people up to the AO won that round.
We flipped one of our vehicles.
Yeah.
We didn't well fought the attack on the NATO base because they could just respawn in like 8 seconds. So.
Yeah, and you lost your vehicle doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Risky gamble.
It was.
3 of you go. Only like 2 of you should have went in with the quad bike.
Yeah.
You should
Thanks,
not use
Grizzly.
it.
Well, I think we would have been fine if I wasn't murdering the shit out of you out in the by myself, and then I killed Dreams, and then he respawned right on top of you. Fuck.
I will say a few good maneuvers. Neos and Lon, both by themselves, were able to hold the entire enemy team at some points. Very good job there. The AAF team, you have a random quad in the middle of town right behind the church. I don't know if you lost track of that, but I was thinking you were going to go and grab that again.
Fuck. We got one guy on our team without communication. So.
Alright. I bet it's Carrie.
Yep.
Yep. Come on, Carrie. Don't be shy. And just to say to NATO, yes, I did RPG that Strider, but that's only because there was a guy with an RPG just staring at you.
Yeah, but he wouldn't get run over. He was immortal to being run over.
I don't think it was someone else that was staring at us.
So it was just to the point where, you know, you should have gotten blown up in my opinion, but also you were running over AI.
But did you not see, we were sort of going to cheese grater over one of them
Yeah.
and you wouldn't die.
I think that was the guy with the rocket launcher.
Oh, no, he didn't die and then that got blown up afterwards.
I actually think this would be funner with a bit smaller AO and just be on foot instead.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And more than one place you can respawn.
Yeah, small with the amount of people we've got, I think being smaller would be better.
Yeah.
Because it's actually fun on the firefights, but just because people just drive out with the UAV, it's a bit But I like that idea.